alignment reading. So if you guys watched the first half, it was the first zodiac sign on the chart, which is Aries, down to the 6th, right? Or the 5th. I think it was, we ended with Virgo. Um, so we're gonna pick up here with North Node in Libra, which is the 7th zodiac. So yeah. All right, so much love to you guys. If you guys would like to book your own North Node reading, be more detailed, tapping into your energy specifically, then you guys can email me at waluchildreadings@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and get started. Timestamp 44 seconds in for Libra North Nodes. So if you are a Libra North Node, you would be an Aries, I believe, an Aries South Node. I have left in the description box the link to calculate what your North Node is. Okay, so you have that knowledge and that wisdom. Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom, divine guidance for those who are North Nodes and Libra. What is their divine alignment message for this month? So we're going to look at kind of like South Node energies first. So let's see. You have the Magician. 6 cards. Please, my stomach is growling. So if y'all hear that, it's not a thunderstorm. It's my stomach. Okay, so you have the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, King of Pentacles, and let's see, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, sorry, and the 8 of Wands. Okay. All right, so let's start. This part of the reading, I'm just warning you, might be a little bit triggering because it does tap into a little bit of shadow work, past energies that need to be healed, worked on. So if you're not into that sort of thing, you might not resonate with this, okay? And some of this, anyway, is just collective general guidance for those who are born under this North Node of Libra, but that doesn't mean that every part in the reading will, resonate exactly the same or if at all, okay? So, South Node energy, what is it that is capping you? Something that is in your comfort zone, in a place of a comfort zone that is capping you when it comes to your path, your divine path, your fate, your destiny this month. So you have the Magician. When I pulled this card out, I heard something that you're trying to manifest is capping you, or the ways that you're manifesting something, it needs a little bit of a shakeup. How you're utilizing your gifts and talents. I feel like Spirit might be encouraging you to shake things up a bit more, to ground yourself. If you're seeing a lot of black birds, I feel that Spirit is giving you a heads up of something to come. It's like a prophecy. It is a heads up of something coming. I feel like you're trying to make money, something that you're trying to do to make money. And I feel that you can manifest it because Libra energy is ruling planet is Venus with Libra. So it's very feasible, especially with the Ace of Pentacles being here. But the Ace of Pentacles in this position is what's capping you. So you could be overly focused on money, or it could be like a fear of lack when it comes to your stability or your money. So Spirit wants you to balance out your ability to create and manifest and how you're utilizing the energy. So the Hermit card being here represents what is your fixed behavior. So your fixed behavior could very well be doing it all by yourself, not incorporating the help of the divine or working with others. But that's not for all of you, but for some of you, there's some type of I'm doing this by myself, this lone wolf energy, and it might be a slower process to what you want because Spirit, I feel like, wants you to incorporate some type of teamwork energy or working with the divine, your spiritual team, not trying to do it all by yourself or by your own mere strength, that you do have divine support and help if you need it. You are wise, you know what it is that you want, you know how to get there, but Spirit is saying there are some blind spots. There's a little bit of fine detail that I feel like you are missing, although you may have a very keen sight into things, or you are very detail oriented. Spirit is saying that there's some things that you are missing. So, what have you mastered in relations to your past? So, what you've mastered is the King of Pentacles. So, you have mastered a level of some type of manifestation of something that you set forth, a seed that you planted. You are successful in some sort of way. And I feel like you want to obtain more success, or success in other areas. There is something with birds for you. So, I would definitely pay attention to the animals of the air, because they are speaking and they have their own language, they have their own symbolism and meaning if you feel led to look that up. But as far as what is familiar to you, the Three of Wands, I feel like what's familiar to you is that you're always in a transition, or you're always expecting more, which there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you are familiar with change and transition. I feel like you do take risks a lot. I feel like you really do contemplate things. You really sit with yourself. But I feel like you do everything by yourself when Spirit is like, you have help. Okay? You have help to assist you. So the energy that you're coming from is the Eight of Wands. And I feel like it's a lot of action, a lot of intentions, a lot of intention setting, a lot of manifestation goals and focus, and a lot of creativity aimed in different areas, or maybe a specific area. There's a lot of effort being put out. Okay. So Libra, let's look at your North Node energy for this month. Okay, North Node energy for Libra North Nodes. If I can get 5 cards, please. Whoa, okay. Okay, so you have the King of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Sun with the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay, so where are you at with your soul purpose this month? So you have the Ten of Swords. Your soul purpose right now, there are some things that are needing to change or shift, therefore it leads to an ending. You might kind of feel disappointed in yourself for some reason. I feel like you have a lot of goals. You set a lot of intentions for yourself. That doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just, there's a need for a shift or a change in the approach with all of this. For some of you, I'm not sure why some of you guys feel betrayed by something or someone, but that's coming out. I don't always take the tarot cards like literal as far as like their meanings. I like to look at them from an intuitive perspective, but for some reason I'm getting there is a little bit of pain here, especially with the King of Swords. Maybe you feel like you kind of let yourself down. That King of Swords there, whether you're a male, North Node, Libra, or a female, doesn't matter. So where you're at with your destined path is, I feel like you are trying, it's like you're grinding really hard. You know that something needs to change, and I feel like you're trying to figure out what that is. Some of you guys, I feel like, spend a lot of time processing things mentally, or you might be processing what has happened in the past, what's worked, what has not worked for you. You're processing this. Then with the Sun card, the Sun card pretty much is, what have you learned? Or what is it that you still have to learn? Excuse me. What is it that you still have to learn? The Sun card, new energy, rebirth, new energy coming in, or allowing it to come in, and that is partnership. In some type of way, it could be one specific thing that you're not used to allowing other people to help you with. Maybe in some ways you are a team player, or you do prefer help or assistance from others, but in one instance it's like you're not open to that in some type of way, and that leads us to the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is where your expansion lies. Yeah, your expansion lies within teamwork. And the importance of that. Sometimes teamwork is just allowing, advice from people close to you that may, be there to be your eye, your sight in what you can't see. Maybe they're more skilled or gifted in one area and they're giving you advice or guidance that will assist you. They don't have to do the same thing that you do, or their focus might not be the same as yours or what they wish to manifest in life, but there's something that can be useful to what they're saying. Or maybe it is actually linking up with people like you or networking more with people like you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. Your expansion lies within teamwork. And it does seem like it's in the area of finances or career. And then lastly, where are you heading? The Five of Wands. Your biggest enemy is always going to be the self. Yes, we have enemies, we have haters, but nothing is bigger than that which is us against ourselves. The biggest enemy. So I feel like Spirit is wanting you to face the defensiveness within self, because there might be something that happened to you where you don't trust people. That could be the betrayal, where you don't trust people, you don't trust um, their intentions. Maybe you had a situation in the past or in the far past where someone, backstabbed you. Last time you trusted someone with your work, they stole your work, they stole your ideas, or some type of betrayal where you don't trust leaning upon other people in some type of way, or just the support of other people in some sort of way. There's a block with this. And I feel like that's what Spirit is saying. You have to work through this issue, okay? With your well-being. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your healing. What is it that might need to be healed? A fear of people working against you. A fear of competitive spirits, or people being jealous of you. Maybe that's, you're working through that, I feel, okay? You're working through this. All right, so that was Libra. I hope that was helpful, Libra. North Node, sorry. Maybe you are a South Node, Libra. But this is for the North Node Libras for this month. Much love to you. I appreciate y'all. Be blessed, be safe, take care. And until the next reading, peace. Okay. Who we got next? So... Okay, for those of you that are North Nodes in Scorpio, this is your reading. And if you're a North Node in Scorpio, that means your South Node is in Taurus. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading, Scorpios. But I'm going to start Scorpio North Nodes. I'm going to start off with energies of the South Node for you. Basically what your path is, your past is. Past energies are, whether it's recent past, past energy, just kind of in relation to your North Node, your path, your fate, your destiny. So let's see. I need 6 cards, so I got to pull some more cards. Okay. Okay. So you have 7 of Pentacles, the World, Temperance, 7 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Magician card. Okay. So let's get into the reading. So this part of the reading might be a bit triggering because we are tapping into the South Node, which deals with karmic energies, the past, things that we were to learn, and so on and so forth. Excuse me. So you have comfort zone capping you. What is it in your comfort zone that caps you? The 7 of Pentacles. So there's a little bit of passiveness, passivity, maybe passive, waiting for something to come into fruition, waiting for something to come to pass. And there's nothing wrong with stillness and preparation and patience. But I'm getting an energy of kind of like some type of energy of maybe you have a tendency to wait for things to happen or to come to pass without, putting in the groundwork. And yes, I feel like one of the biggest lessons of Taurus energy, because we're tapping into your South Node energy, the biggest thing about Taurus energy is that it is quite a card. It's like a card. It is an energy that's not really receptible to change always, or it's very fixed. It's a fixed sign. So You might be fixed in a certain way of like waiting for things when there needs to be a bit more activity, maybe, because I'm seeing a contrast between the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I feel like they relate to each other. So as far as your fixed behavior is the World card. So how is that a fixed energy? It's kind of like ultimately you know that you are destined for more, greater, that you have spiritual protection or backing, or that things seem to work out for you. You know that the end result is success. Why is this a fixed behavior? I don't feel like it's a bad thing per se. I don't get bad. And not that any of this is bad, but I don't feel like it's something that works against you. But the fact that maybe how this ties in really with the Seven of Pentacles is that waiting and realizing that, oh yeah, I'm destined for greatness, but not really putting in the work, kind of just waiting for things to happen. So with the Temperance card being here, the Temperance is what is it that you've actually mastered from your past? I feel like you have mastered a level of contentment. Maybe in the past you used to be very anxious, worried, and I feel like you've balanced some level of balance and receptivity into divine timing in a certain way. And it's through some type of healing work that you've done. I feel like the healing work for some of you um, had something to do with, it's like emotional healing. And I feel like this could be multiple things that you were dealing with emotionally. So because you guys are all unique, although you guys are born under the Taurus South Node and Scorpio North Node, you guys still have your own unique journeys and paths. So that healing is very different. But there's something with balance and restoration. And I feel like it can be a complete, total healing of your chakras, or some of you guys did some chakra healing work. You consulted a spiritual guide to assist you with this, or you went to some type of spiritual healer with this for some of you. The Seven of Pentacles being here, this is where you are stagnant. So your energy where it's stagnant is the Seven of Wands. It's a lack of activity, a lack of kind of perseverance or putting in the effort. Again, the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, they're two opposite energies. So where you stagnate is like the movement, the fight, the continuation of and getting up. Even if that be that you have to go against some naysayers, you have to go against some challenges, um, or it's a silent fight within yourself, you're being led to get up and put the energy forth into something. And then there's the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is what's familiar to you. So you're not a stranger to putting in effort or work into something. I feel like you're someone that is okay with being behind the scenes in a way, or at least right now, you're someone that is a hard worker, put a lot of effort into things. But when it comes to taking action, so let's say you create a project and you put all of your effort into this book. You wrote this book, you've typed it out, you know what it is that you're doing. You have a book title already. You may even have the cover done, or maybe you've typed it up, but you haven't submitted to a publishing company, or you haven't figured out how you want to market it, or you haven't put in the work into the cover art yet, or something. It's like you put a lot of work into something, but then there's the push that comes with it. So let's say I'm really good at sketching or drawing, and I have all these gifts and talents, and I have a lot of studying, a lot of work that's been put into my art, but I refuse to share it. I refuse to publish it or do something with it. It's kind of like that, if that makes sense. So you have the Magician card being what is your past. So your past is that you are someone that is very gifted and very talented. You are someone that I feel like manifests things very well. You have the capabilities to manifest a lot. The only thing that is lacking is this passivity in some sort of way. So let's look at your North Node. Where are you in alignment with your fate, your destiny, and your path right now? Holy Spirit, tap into Scorpio's energy. Scorpio North Nodes. Where are they at in relation to their fate, their destiny, and their path? This 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, This is I don't know how to pronounce this, but it is a Chinese, the Tao. It's a teaching, one of the teachings of the Tao about stillness, non-action, which is a level of some sort of action. Okay, Hierophant and the Fool following after that. So where are you in relation to your purpose right now? You have the Ten of Pentacles. So where you're at is, I feel like you are laying down a foundation. You are laying down the root work for what it is that you are to birth out of you when it comes to what you're destined to do or what your path is, what your purpose is. You are laying out a generational path for something, or generational wealth, or spiritual wealth for generations to come, or all of the above. You are laying out a foundation. You have been. With the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is, where are you in relation to your destined path? So where are you in relation to that? I feel like you are receptive. You are a giver. So there's something about your energy that I feel like is a hard worker. You work best in some type of the realm of like service work, maybe, or where you consider other people, you consider the needs of others around you. You could very well be a family oriented person by nature, but there's something about receptivity and also giving. You are a giver, I feel. And then for the side of what you still need to learn, it's like the difference between non-action, which is that flow, that receptivity, that surrender energy, versus that energy of completely just being in non-activity, non-moving without a purpose, if that makes sense. We're kind of like in this waiting, where it's like spirit's like, okay, now is not the time to wait. Now is the time to put forth the energy into something, if that makes sense, or to publish that book, or to make the website or launch the website. You've kind of been sitting on this for some time. It's time to birth this thing out. So with the Hierophant being here, the Hierophant is where your expansion lies. You are a teacher. You are a teacher, and I feel you have gifts to share with others. There is something with a book. Definitely book. I said that for a reason. That was coming out for a reason. Definitely some of you guys are writers. And I feel like this will be confirmation for those of you that it's for. But I feel like spirit is like, you're meant to teach. You're meant to help other people. You have a collective or a community of people that's going to resonate with you, like your soul family and your soul tribe. But you are laying down a foundation for generations to come. I feel you are a scribe. You are a divine messenger. For some of you, it is your writings, your books. So your expansion lies in your teaching. So you are meant to be at the forefront with this, or whatever it is that you publish or put out. It is going to be something that's going to be known, I feel, for some of you. With the Fool card being here, where are you headed? You are headed in a new direction. You are headed in a place of maybe taking a leap of faith or taking some type of risk creatively. Some of you, it could be travel that is tied and connected to this, because I feel like some type of energy of movement. I get Chariot card energy also from this Hierophant. So there is a level of movement and being led and guided, though. So let's pull one more card from the Spellcasting Oracle. Holy Spirit, thank you. Scorpio's North Node. Scorpio North Nodes. Okay. It's like sometimes it's kind of hard to know. Okay, clarity. You will be receiving some clarity about your purpose, your path soon. I feel like some of you guys, it's like some type of idea, and I do see moving. I do see travel for you, or travel is a part of your life purpose, or something with travel is significant. All right, so that was Scorpio North Nodes, Taurus South Node energy. Hopefully that was helpful to you guys for this month. Whenever you watch it, be blessed, be safe, take care. Till next reading, peace. All right, Sag North Nodes. Saggy North Nodes. And I can't remember. I think Sag opposite sign is Cancer. I could be wrong. Let me see. I want to double check because I don't want to give out false information. So I want to make sure that I'm reading this right. Okay, let me see. If you are a Sag North node, then your South node is Gemini. Sorry. So it's Gemini for you guys. All right. Let's tap into your South Node energy first before we get into where you are with your North Node this month. Let's tap into the South Node. This part of the reading might be a little triggering because it does pick up shadow work. And if you feel like I'm coming at you, I am not. I'm just picking up on what the messages are saying. You know, this is all constructive help. You take what you will from it because you guys are all unique. Although you guys are born under the same North Node, doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are all the same or like, right? Same with the sun signs. You have a moon sign. You have an ascendant. You have other placements. So not every Sag or Taurus or Libra is the same. You guys are, you know, we're all unique. Okay. So you have the Seven of Cups, King of Cups in reverse, Seven of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. All right, so let's tap in. So let's tap into your comfort zone that is capping you, that is capping or limiting you in regards to your path, your destined path, your fate, destiny. You have the Seven of Cups energy, so I feel like it's capping you is like a little bit being caught up in your head or your emotions, illusions, the worst case scenario. What if this happens? What if that doesn't happen? Being caught up in that and not being able to differentiate, like, hopefully I'm saying that word right because that's the word that came out of my mouth. But the difference between reality sometimes or what's really going on. Maybe your emotions get kind of conflicted, like you're not always clear about certain things. Um, and maybe it's like a little bit of a pressure to sort through things. And because you guys are Sagittarius North Node, Sag is the explorer, the adventurer zodiac sign, the more lighthearted, more jovial. Some of you guys might have water energy. Maybe that's why I said Cancer, because some of you guys might be a Cancer sun sign that has a Sag, if that's even possible. I'm not sure. Um, Something with water in your chart, but I felt Cancer energy. The King of Cups is in reverse. The King of Cups talks about what is your fixed behaviors. Your fixed behaviors may be that you are emotionally avoidant sometimes. You're not someone maybe that sorts, you're not the type of person that sorts through your emotions always. I feel like you might have a hard time expressing your emotions or some type of avoidance of this. And when things get overwhelming, it's like you try to look for the most practical and logical way to make sense of it. With the Seven of Swords, this is what you've mastered. I feel like you have mastered a level of confronting your confusions or confronting the lack of truth within something. Because the Seven of Cups, to me, in this instance, is like this person is overwhelmed by emotions and they don't know what is really going on, what's happening, what's real, what isn't. Might sometimes be subject to draw conclusions of what could be going on or what the worst case scenario might be or what if it's this, what if it's that. But there's like this emotional avoidance to it of not saying to self, okay, well, emotional intelligence would say, okay, why am I feeling all of this? Where is this really coming from at the end of the day? But with the Seven of Swords, there is some type of confronting of the truth, I feel, or you've mastered a level of understanding that there is some type of deception or dealing with self-deception. Um, with the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles is where you're stagnant. So where you're stagnant is there's a lack of imbalance. You are subject to go through shifts and changes in your life. There's a lot of butterfly symbolism in the Two of Pentacles. You are going through a shift and a change. I feel like you guys are learning to balance out your masculine and feminine energy, and part of your feminine energy is your emotions, which I feel like a part of you is avoiding a little bit. So this is where you're stagnant, is this balance through the transition, through the changes. The Ace of Swords is what's most familiar to you. You're most familiar with logic and rationality rather than emotional intelligence or intuitive, tapping into the intuitive side of yourself. The King of Cups, whether you're male or female, because you could be a woman that considers themselves feminine, but in some type of way, you might be more of a logical, rational person rather than the more emotional or tapping into the intuitive nature side of yourself. If you are a male, you may be masculine energy and not balance in your emotional feminine energy or your intuitive energy. So the Knight of Wands is your past. So the Knight of Wands, I feel like, is an energy where maybe you're used to certain direction or going in a certain direction and path. Some of you guys resonate with Leo energy, or you have Leo in your chart somewhere. Very dominant. I feel like you are a leader type. You do lead, but for some of you guys might be taught to lead with your heart. And I'm feeling temperance energy from this. Temperance is the Sagittarius card in the tarot. Is this card of balance and healing and preparation, divine timing, divine order, merging of two opposite energies. Okay, so let's tap into your North Node. Where are you at this month with your destined path? Where are you at with your destined path? Sagittarius, where you at? Where you at? Three of Wands, Ace of Swords again, King of Wands in reverse. Okay, you guys are being shaken out of your element. Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. Okay. Okay, Sag, North Nodes. Let's see what's going on. Where are you at with your destined path? Where are you at with your soul pole? Oh my God, why can't I talk for y'all? What is going on? Like, what? Like, speech issues off the yin and yang. All right, Ace of Swords is where are you with your soul's purpose? With your North Node. So, I feel like you guys have an understanding of who you are, what you came here to do. You might be about to reach a breakthrough when it comes to your soul purpose. Where you're at with the path itself is the Three of Wands. You are in a place of anticipation. You are looking for direction, I feel. You are waiting for direction. As far as what you still have yet to learn or have yet to master with the King of Wands in reverse, it's like a part of self that has yet to be mastered. And I really feel like Spirit is wanting you to shift out of a certain fixed energy or behavior or way of doing things or the pursuit of things in your path. I feel like your perception of leadership might be overly masculine, or it's something with leadership. It's like a perception of it that's not in balance. It's not intact, if that makes sense. So there's still something to learn with that. And with the Queen of Pentacles, where your expansion lies in your ability to be receptive, but also ground your energy. There's a need for you to ground this month and balance your energy out. Meaning, you have two opposite energies here. You have the fox, which is more of the hunter, the go-getter. Then you have the deer, which is more of the peaceful energy, more of the meek side. So masculine and feminine principles. I feel like there might be a little bit of humbleness when it comes to how you perceive your position in life or what a leader really is. Like, Spirit's working on you when it comes to what a true leader is. Maybe you feel like you have to be overt, loud, or brash with people. If brash is even the right word. Like, it's rash, Chanoa. I can't formulate my words right. I don't know what's going on with the Sag energy, but whatever. I don't know. And maybe it is brash. Sometimes I be like questioning myself and be like, Chanoa, what do you talk about? But I heard brash. So it doesn't have to be like this overt assertive energy. Sometimes it is just being a person of compassion and understanding and being a good listener, being intuitively aware and empathetic and sympathetic. if capable, because not everybody has the capability to do that, unfortunately. But I feel like for you, you do. And there's a need for balance. And then you have the Four of Cups, which is where you're heading. Where you're heading, I feel like, is you might have to get to a place where you see that something's just not working and why it's not working. And then get to the place where you do realize and see what Spirit's been trying to show you all along. And I feel like it's an intuitive thing. It's kind of like, I don't know why Spirit's showing me this. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Ray, um, which is a biopic of the musical artist Ray Charles, played by Jamie Foxx. And he did such a good job in that movie. And the little boy that played a young Ray did a good job in that movie, but he was going blind at a very young age. And there was a scene in the movie where he was losing his sight, and he was looking for his mom to help him because he fell on the floor. He couldn't see. He was like in the kitchen or something. His mom was in the kitchen, and she was like quiet watching him because it's like she wanted him to learn how to figure out how to maneuver with his condition on his own, because she's like, I'm not going to be there to always watch you and guide you. You're going to have to learn how to do it yourself. And to be blind, thank you, Spirit, when you're blind, your eyes is closed. It's like a metaphor for blind faith, but it's also teaching you how to heighten your other abilities. So your gift of sight, let's say your physical sight, your logical mind, you can't always navigate out of that. So you have to learn how to look at things with your eyes closed, meaning with your subconscious, with your intuitive feelings. So he was in tune with the hearing as well. So when you can't see, the other senses are in heightened. You can smell better, you can hear better. So he was able to hear, okay, that's the clicking of the stove. That's the stove right there. Okay. The bells, the chimes, that's the window right here. So in order to maneuver, you have to sometimes um walk with that sight that you can't always see, but you're tuning your ear to hear Spirit better, to pay attention to your surroundings better, to trust your gut more, your feeling more, your senses on other levels. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm gonna pull one card from the spellcasting oracle. Psychic abilities, yes. You're tapping into your psychic abilities more, your spiritual sight more, when you don't always have the eyes to see, but it's balanced because she's both looking from her physical sight, her logical, which she can see, sense, hear, taste, touch, whatever, all of those senses that I could see that it's there. I could see the form, the manifestation of something physically, but also I can see beyond the physical. I feel it. I can feel it within my being. I have that navigation of the subconscious as well, the spirit as well. So that's what I'm getting. Much love to you guys. That was Sag North Nodes, Gemini South Node. All right, much love to you guys. Let's move on to the next group. All right, now let's see. We are at Capricorn North Node. Capricorn North Node. This is your reading. My accents suck. All right. So those of you that are Cap North nodes, I'm not familiar with what the opposite sign is of Capricorn. So whatever the opposite sign of Capricorn is, that would be your South node, which is Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So let's tap into your South Node energies first. So this might be a triggering part of the reading because it does tap into the shadow things, and it's like constructive healing work. So if you don't want to hear it and you feel like I'm like beating you down, I am completely not. But we are looking into the shadows of things. What is capping you? What is blocking you from aligning with your divine path and purpose? Okay, that's the only reason why we tap into this. The South Node part of the reading. All right, so let's see. For some reason, I don't know why, I feel like you might resonate with Sag's North Node read, Sag and North Nodes. Maybe it's because you guys are close on the charts towards each other. Like you guys are one sign next to each other. So I don't know if that's why, but I feel led to share that with you. So let's go ahead and start the reading. So what is it that it's a comfort zone for you that's actually capping you when it comes to your path. You have the Six of Wands. So I get a little bit of pridefulness, I'm not gonna lie. You guys might be comfortable with being in the spotlight or um, being the victor in a lot of things, or everything. Maybe you're good at everything. Like you're literally good at a lot of competitive sports, or you're very creative and you always, kind of outshine people. And I feel like you're used to that. You're used to this. And I feel like spirit might be calling you to, oh, don't get mad at me, Cap Norris. But this is technically Cancer South Node. But I don't know why it's coming out like that. But it's kind of like be okay with not always being in the spotlight or something for some of you. I don't know why spirit would be saying that, but that's how I'm seeing it. It says fixed energy. Okay, fixed energy. I'm reading my tarot spread that I created, so you guys have to forgive me. So I might be a little slow with this, getting used to this spread. So yeah, you have fixed behavior, which is the Knight of Wands. So your fixed behavior could be like, yeah, you are used to you might have a very competitive spirit. You might be very good at sports or some type of creative skill that you have that I feel you do get a lot of recognition for. I do get Leo energy from some of you. If it's possible, some of you guys might be a Leo sun or something, or maybe an ascendant Leo, because you have a little bit of Leo energy coming out. So your fixed behavior is kind of like winning at all costs sometimes, or being recognized, being noticed, being seen at all times sometimes for some of you. Then you have the Justice card. The Justice card is about what have you mastered. So I feel like what you've mastered is fairness. Maybe in the past you kind of was like, I'm going to just win at all costs. I'm going to do this. I don't care who I have to step on to get there or how long it takes for me to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And it might be in ways that were not always ethical. It wasn't always um, considerate of other people's energy or other people's time or other people's feelings, wants, or needs. And I feel like you're learning that part, like you've mastered it in some way. I feel that balance. So the Knight of Pentacles represents where you stagnate. Where you stagnate is like you might also be a little resistant to being patient with timing. You might be someone that wants things to get done here, and now, right now. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is completely opposite from the Knight of Wands. He's more of a patient energy, more of a kind of down to earth, not always. They might be good with, playing the background. They don't mind being the person that assists and helps others, or they don't mind really playing in the background. They wait, they wait for their turn, or they wait for when it's the right time to move. Okay, so some of you guys might have been wanting to get somewhere really fast, very quickly, kind of pushing or rushing into energies or rushing into things before it's time for some of you. Um, so what's familiar to you with the Temperance? What's familiar to you? I feel like you guys are familiar with some type of angelic presence. It's like a divine presence that's around you that does kind of calm you, that does, or it could be a person that's like an earth angel in your life where you kind of like reference them in your time of need, or you think about something that they've said or encouraged you, or their love, that maybe when you look at the outside world you kind of see the outsiders as competition, or you see them as, people that cannot be trusted, and therefore, you got to rock on your own, or you got to ride for yourself, or you got to have your own back, in other words. But there's this one energy or this one person that you feel like you can really trust, and they are like your safe haven. They might have been someone that passed away. That's for some. For others of you, it is an angelic presence, like a angelic guide or something. With the Two of Swords, this represents your past. So your past might have been that you had to kind of like have a truce. Some of you guys might have attracted the wrong types of people or the wrong type of attention. Maybe you had a lot of people that would attack you, or, you know, some type of drama, because the bumblebees represent builders, they represent community, they represent hard work, can also be attraction, sweetness. Also, some signs, like when you see bees in a dream, sometimes it can represent an attack, can represent slander, gossip. For some of you, you might have come from that past of dealing with things like that, or promoted it. For some, I'm not judging nobody, but that could be for some of you. With the Two of Swords here, though, I feel like this is a truce. This is like, I want peace. I'm calling a truce. I don't, not going in this direction or this path anymore. So let's see, where are you now in relation to your destined path? Where are you now in relation to your destined path? Capricorns, North. North nodes, those born with Capricorn North nodes. Where are they at currently with their destined path, their purpose, their North node, Holy Spirit? I get 5 cards. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Okay. Okay, let's see. So where are you with your soul purpose? You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like you are a little bit out of alignment with it, and I feel like your guides are working to get you back on track. Just a little. Because the Two of Wands, it's like you haven't fully decided which path you're wanting to take yet. You haven't fully stepped into that. There's still, with the Wheel of Fortune, it is a Jupiter ruling card. Jupiter deals with expansion, growth, um, cultural energy. It also can be a card of risk and chances, gamble, luck, fate, destiny, or fame, popularity, depending on the placement, really. But that's what I'm getting from this. That for some of you, you're kind of, you might be on the cusp of like being in alignment with what you're called to be. Let's say you know what you're supposed to be doing in life, or you have a certain pull and direction, but you're not really sure if that's what you're supposed to be doing, or um, it's something that's like needing better alignment. So then you have the Two of Wands. Again, it's like you haven't fully decided to step into that walk, that path that is meant for you, that you're called to. It's kind of like a resistance to let go of what you're used to for some of you. Um, so with what do you need to learn? What do you still need to learn? You have the Eight of Swords. It's like in some type of way, like how your thoughts might be working against you, how your fears, how you're second guessing, how you're over analyzing in some type of way. How is that potentially working against you rather than for you? In what way can you shift this energy, if that makes sense? But I feel like you have to address the fear, address the thoughts, address the confusion, whatever it is mentally that's got you bound or feeling stuck. So the Page of Pentacles is where your expansion lies. So where your expansion lies is in this energy of learning the value of what you're doing, the value of you, the value of your calling and your purpose, the value of patience and timing. There's something about that. It's the Page of Pentacles, or the disc, is a student. All the pages are students, and they're also messengers. So I feel like there might be a message that Spirit is given to you about your purpose or your path, or about something that ties into your path and purpose that requires understanding, patience, and learning the value of it. So the Lover's card is where you're headed. You're headed in a direction where I feel this angelic presence that follows you, that surrounds you, or this passed over loved one maybe, that is like an angel for you. That voice of reason, that voice that reaches you and gets it, it comes to you. When you reach that place of receptivity and you really heed to the words and the messages, I feel like you're going to be led into a place to decide if you're going to fully walk in your purpose, and it's like in a place of humbleness, versus are you going to kind of walk in what you want to do. Free will is not always goodwill. Does that make sense? The soul's will, the soul's calling and soul purpose is always greater than that because it is connected to the all. Whereas the ego, the free will, sometimes it can be led by the flesh and what we can see or what we think we want. It doesn't have the full knowledge of the all, it's partial. So if you're led by your soul, you're in tune with what is of the all, what is of your highest good. So I'm going to pull one more card from the spellcasting card, and then that will conclude this message and this reading. Yeah. Life purpose. Yeah. So Spirit's really, because I feel like you might be one of those people that are called to be in the limelight. If it's not what we call fame today, then it's definitely known, a well-known person or someone that will be well-known in your community. And I feel like your purpose is quite big. So you do have to have a level of humbleness to be in this position because it's easy to be swayed. So not coming down on you. I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way. But if this resonates for who it's meant to resonate with, that you know that I'm not coming at you any type of way. But if you're easily triggered or you take offense to certain things, you know, it is what it is. And by no means am I coming at anyone the wrong way. I'm reading the messages as I'm getting them. So much love to you guys. I hope that this message is helpful to those who it's meant to resonate with. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Peace. All right. Okay, those of you with Aquarius North nodes, and if you are an Aquarius North node, then naturally you would be a Leo South node. Okay. All right, so because this is a collective energy reading, it's not going to pinpoint things exactly quite the same. Your purposes are not completely the same. It's unique, okay? So we're going to tap into the South Node energy first, and this is constructive advice and healing. So it's not going to be light and fluffy in some instances. So if it's triggering for you, I am giving you guys a heads up. That this part of the reading might be a little triggering because we're tapping into the past, the South Node energy, the karmic lessons, the challenges. We're tapping into that. So, okay, Spirit said place this here. Okay. All right, so let's tap in. We have the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance, Two of Swords, Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. All right, so let me look to my spread. Okay, got a little tarot spread that I created here. So the South Node placement we're going to look at is the capping, the limiting, based off of what your comfort zone is. So where in your comfort zone is it limiting you or capping you from being in alignment with your North Node this month? You have the Fool. And this can also be past energy. So the Fool could kind of be a lack of direction, I hear. Kind of lacking a sense of direction in your path, kind of being comfortable with just going about life kind of blindly, not really taking too much into consideration. If I'm not mistaken, the Fool card is Uranus ruling, relating to Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruling planet. So you guys have an unconventional way of going about things, but in some ways, like you're maybe too comfortable with the unconventional, doing, kind of the up in the air energy where there's no placement, where things are going to land, and Spirit is saying that is what's capping you. So the Knight of Pentacles is, what is your fixed behavior? Fixed behavior with the Knight of Pentacles. It is a little bit of this patience and waiting or passivity. Could be a little bit of procrastination. Like, I'll get around to it when I'm supposed to. It's like a card, like this energy of a lot of potential, but kind of just like blowing it off. Or it's like, I'm going to trust that I'm going to be led here. And if it's the right time, it's going to happen. And it's just like a passive way to just kind of go about life whistling and with your head in the air, not really paying attention to the ground, if that makes sense. And Spirit doesn't want you not to look high and above or to think high vibrationally, but it's like you have to pay attention to where you're going. You have to be balanced. So you have the temperance card of what it is that you have mastered. So what you've mastered, I feel like, is blending. You know how to blend in. You know how to take all energies into consideration. I feel like you are divinely connected and divinely in tune. So I feel like you are someone that can hear spirit. Sometimes I feel like you might go in your own way, where you don't always consider what spirit is saying or doing, or you kind of miss the signs or synchronicities because you're not aware, you're not paying attention, if that makes sense. Um, you guys could be fairly young with a very big purpose. That's for some of you. You guys could be young, like if if possible. I don't know if people any younger than this watch my channel, but I'm getting like 18, like late teens, early 20s, maybe early 30s, but I'm getting a fairly young person that you're called to something like a big purpose. It's a big responsibility. Um, or you're like an adult that has a very youthful spirit, a jovial spirit. But you have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is where you stagnate. So where you're stagnant is, I feel it's like, again, it's like a lack of stability in the mental space, because you are your north node is an air element. You're not always grounded mentally. You're not always taking things into consideration from a wise perspective. It's kind of just like shoot for the stars and hope for the best, and I'm just going to do this for now, I'm going to do that. You hop around a lot, you bounce around. Some of you guys may be the type that doesn't really like to live a normal life. Like, you don't really care if you have a car or not. You might be okay with having a bike, a scooter, which is completely fine. Some of you guys might be used to having a car at one point and then be like, fuck it, I don't need a car. Or maybe your living situation, you move from place to place, or you're always traveling. You're kind of just like really a free spirit, like a gypsy spirit, basically. Wherever you lay your hat is your home, some of you, or you have the ability to adapt in different environments and different circumstances in life without losing your head, which is good. But I feel like in some cases, it's like you don't always have to live that life, because there's a part of you that does need a level of stability. So it's kind of like, because you're so used to that open, free spirited energy, you kind of can go either way with this. The Six of Cups being here, the Six of Cups represent your familiarity. Your familiarity is, the Six of Cups in this instance is kind of a complex energy, so I'm gonna have to read it completely intuitive, because I'm not getting a traditional meaning from the Six of Cups in this placement. But it is like that childlike energy again. It's like getting a connection between the adult self versus the child self, or the inner child. And I feel like you're most familiar with connecting with that childlike self. You feel much grounded in your childlike energy, which is beautiful, but I feel like it has to have a ground. So the Knight of Cups being here is your past. Your past is, again, shoot for the stars, hope for the best, go with the flow in an unconventional or non-conventional way. You got this fish, instead of the fish being flat on its stomach, driving her and guiding her, it's up on its like back, lean back, and she's riding this fish like that. So it's kind of like this opposite energy, or just like upside down energy, and just I make it work. I'm gonna make something that doesn't work, and that's the energy of the Aquarian. So it makes complete sense. So let's get into the, okay. Let's see. Okay, so I had to come back real quick. Okay, I had to take a bathroom break real quick. And I'm glad that, because I'm live streaming unlisted, and I'm blessed that it did not cut off, because sometimes it does that. And I'm like, do I have to do a part 3? Because I really don't want to do that. It's going to suck. Okay. Let's see. North Node, Aquarius energy. Let's tap into the North Node now. 5 cards, please, Holy Spirit. Oh, I heard fairy godmother or godfather. Let's see. Okay, so you have the Hermit, the Moon in reverse, with the Queen of Cups upright, King of Pentacles upright, and Seven of Pentacles upright, or Seven of Swords, my bad. Seven of Swords upright. So let's see, where are you at in relation to your soul purpose this month? You have the Hermit in reverse. So there's a lack of wisdom and direction where you're going. I feel you're kind of blocking, I don't know why I said blocking. What I wanted to come out of my tongue, what I thought was supposed to come out of my tongue was walking blindly. But it's like you're blocking your sight. So therefore, it's like you are walking blindly into your purpose. And the North Node, the significance of the Hermit card anyway, is that in his lantern, he is carrying the North Star. So it's like there's a lack of direction. And with the Moon card in reverse, where you, in relation to walking your destined path, is there's a lot of confusion. Um, a lot of maybe not knowing, not really tapping into the psychic self. There's a little bit of a block there. Um, there's a part of your nature that you're fighting against, or that you don't even know or see that is a conflict. Like I said, for some people, because, like, let's say you're comfortable. I don't know why I'm getting this. Please don't take offense to this if this is someone's situation, or it was. I've been here myself. But where you've had to, like, sleep on the couch in the past, or you had to sleep on, at a family member's house, but you kind of, there was no room, but you lived with a family member or something, or you live with a friend, and you're okay with that. You're not stressed because it's like, okay, well, I'm okay. I'm in the company of people that I love, or I might not even have to pay rent here, or I just have to make sure that I have this, and that, or I just make sure that I stay out of the way. So I'm cool. I'm not tripping. And you have another situation where, you have to move again, and then you're living up in someone else's situation again, and it's like you're still looking at it like, okay, this is cool, this is just temporary, it's not bad. But Spirit is like, we like your ability to adapt and make things work for yourself, but you don't have to always do it this way. There's a level of stability, like that part of you that has the ability to make things work no matter what is going to be needed on your path, but you can't stay in a certain type of energy with that. Does that make sense? The Queen of Cups is what's still yet to be mastered, what still needs to be learned. So that, I feel like, is honoring your emotions. Maybe you don't always honor how you feel sometimes. Maybe you just shut it out and just, it's almost like some of you guys are just on autopilot in a way when it comes to your purpose or your path. You're not worried about it too much. Some of you guys might question your path or wonder if you even have one. So it's just kind of like you're living life in a way that's comfortable, and you feel like, okay, everything's cool, everything's gonna be taken care of. But you're not walking in your purpose, or you're not really aligning yourself to start to walk in that place. um I hope this isn't gonna offend anybody, because that's not what I'm trying to do by any means. I want you guys to get what you need out of these readings, and that it be helpful and beneficial to you. I am seeing this need to be more in tune with yourself and how you feel, so you can really walk in your into your path and be led. Some of you guys might be getting guidance from an elder that I feel like comes in the form of a woman, and can also come in the form as a male. What's going to be helpful for your expansion this month is the King of Pentacles. I feel like there's someone who's well established, or just someone that is a stable person, that someone that you would look up to, as far as someone making it, or someone that has a stable life. When I say stable life, meaning that they've made a way for themselves, they're in a good place. Um, they're in a good place in life, and it's like you might want to take notes from this person. If this is someone that's going to be placed on your path, if it's not already a family member or something, this is an elder or someone that's a little older than you. that you can take notes from. Might be someone that you're guided to pay for services, and I feel like it's a male for some of you, for the most part. Then you have the Seven of Swords, which is where you're headed. You're going to be headed in a place where you have to face the truth, which leads to a mental breakthrough, because you have the Ace of Swords on the other side of this. He's carrying 6 swords, but that seventh sword, which is Ace, sits on its own. So it's like some type of mental breakthrough when it comes to your path. So let's see, what is your last message, last card? Empowerment. Yeah, there's an elderly woman. She's older than you, way older. That I feel like she is a spiritual worker. Um, she's good at tapping into the spirits, the realms, the animal spirits, the nature spirits. She's this shaman type energy, a sacred medicine woman. I feel like you might have this person in your family, or you're going to come across her, and she's going to help you. She's going to help you. She might be a Cancer. She's connected to the moon. She's going to help you. She's going to help you. Yep. Okay. All right, so Aquarius, North Nodes, that was your reading. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all be blessed, be safe, take care, and until the next message, peace. All right, our last North Node, last but not least North Node is Pisces North Nodes. Opposite sign is Virgo. So this is your reading. We're going to tap into what Spirit has for you as far as your where you're at in relation to your divine path this month. I'm going to tap into the South Node energy, so this might be a little triggering because it will be some constructive advice here, and it might be taken a little bit as like I'm coming at you, but I'm really not. I'm just honoring the messages because this is to help you. But yet and still, these are collective messages. They're not meant to be personal readings. It might resonate like a personal reading, or it may very well not. But apply it only where it resonates with you, if it even does. If you like your own personal North Node reading, you guys can email me. How many cards is this? Okay, I'm gonna put these back. Okay, so you have Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Cups, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So let's tap into the South Node. Where are you at with what's capping you? Where in your comfort zone is capping you or limiting you when it comes to aligning with your soul's path and purpose this month? You have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is like, maybe you're kind of used to being disappointed. You're used to betrayal. You're used to heartache, or you expect this. So it's kind of like what's limiting you is that belief. Because I'll say this, Pisces energy is very childlike in nature. It's very whimsical. It's very lighthearted. It's very creative, poetic, dream-like. So if you get into that mode of heartbreak, it kind of shatters that whimsical mysticism of Pisces energy, and it caps the creativity. So your fixed behaviors is a Page of Swords. You're too logical. It's too logic. Again, Pisces is that dreamer energy. It can tap easily into the subconscious realm, the psychic realm, the spiritual realm, and pull down whatever it sees or what it wants. It has the ability to manifest and create. It can go into the space of delusions and illusions if not balanced. But when it's balanced, when it's in its highest vibration, that is, I can pull down my imaginations, I can visualize, I can manifest from that. I can see the other side. I can create from I can pull on my emotions and feelings. I can go into a realm and see visually what I wish to create and manifest and bring it to the physical. I feel like that's what Pisces energies is. So when you're operating from a more practical level, more skeptical level. It's like a child that's skeptical. It doesn't really believe like other kids. It's kind of like the kid that tells everybody Santa Claus isn't real because like you guys are so stupid. It's like Angelica from the Rugrats type of energy. I'm resonating with this. This is funny. Angelica from the Rugrats, so I'm getting. But the energy I feel is it's like a disappointment or expecting that and always looking out for that. And it's like make sure that your head's not too far up in the clouds, or if you do go in that place, make sure that you're, keep it rational. It's like that type of thought pattern. Like we got to keep it rational. That's the message I get from that. The Two of Cups is where you have mastered your energy, or what have you mastered when it comes to your path. So I feel like you have mastered this quality of understanding both the practical and both the spirit realm, or it's like a bridge. Like spirit might have shown you something that made you believe in things that maybe you questioned a little bit. So there's a little bit of healing, and maybe love and relationships. You've mastered a certain level of when to honor what you see in a way that you're not caught up in the illusion of something, but also at the same time take notice when it's something that is truly there, truly something that you can trust, even if it doesn't make sense to you in your logical mind yet. You can still make sense of it. It's something with relationships. If it's not romantic ones, and definitely just connections in your life. But where are you stagnant? Where you're stagnant is the star. You have all of these dreams, all of these aspirations, but in some way, I don't feel like you believe. You don't truly, or you don't know. Like you might have a little bit of a belief, but you don't know that these things are yours. You don't know that your path. It's like, I feel like this is the North Star and the Star card, and I'm also getting the Virgin, the Virgo energy within the star as well, even though it's an Aquarius card. Um, the crown, the 12 stars, even though there's not 12 stars here, but it's like um, the 12 stars on the crown of her head, the Virgin, if I'm not mistaken, that would be the Virgin of the Zodiac is Virgo. And she's wearing the 12 crowns, which is the Zodiac symbol. It's the, um, not to get too much into this, but the 12 disciples, or the 12 tribes of the chosen, right? She's carrying the crown. So it's like there's a calling, there's a purpose, there's a chosen, you're chosen for something, but I feel that you don't really believe it, or you don't really fully know it within yourself. And that's what stagnates you, that's what's capping you. Because it's all this potential, but it's like you don't see it. You have the Queen of Disc in the position of your familiar space. So your familiar space is your comfort zone. I feel like you know how to be the fox and also the deer. You know how to be the hunter. You know how to be the go-getter, the assertive one. But you also know how to be loving, compassionate, and also be patient and in a place of stillness. So you're very down to earth. You're very grounded in certain levels, and maybe a little too grounded. But the Queen of Pentacles can definitely depict the Virgo energy, which is your South Node. If you are a Pisces North, you are a Virgo South Node. The Four of Cups, your past, yeah, disappointments. Certain things maybe that you wanted or thought what you wanted. Two of Cups, I feel like relates to this, where you looked at maybe a relationship or a partnership and you feel like you let yourself down, or God let you down, or the universe let you down. You got tricked. But this is for you to discern the energies between what is delusion and illusions versus what's really spiritual, even though you may not be able to make physical and logical sense of it at the time. So that is what I'm picking up. So let's see what your North Node energy is. Where are you currently in relations to your North Node? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I thank you for your divine wisdom, divine guidance. Thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine guidance. Thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine guidance. Thank you for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, Holy Spirit. Okay. So, your North Node, where are you in relations to your path this month? So, your soul purpose, where are you at? You have the Hermit. So, I feel that you guys are walking in the path of that. You are. And I feel like you guys are just seeking passion. You're seeking that fire, that push to get you on track with it, or to walk the path with excitement. Maybe you know that you're walking a certain path, or you are connected or in tune with your soul purpose. You are aware of what your soul purpose is to some extent, but it's like you lack that passion, you lack that fire, or you're seeking something to push you or to motivate you again. For some of you, it's kind of just like being stuck or not fully believing in yourself, kind of needing something to inspire you. So where are you in relations to walking your destined path? You have the Queen of Wands, again, needing that fire. The Queen of Wands in this position, there's a Leo energy. So you guys might resonate with Leo energy as well. But it's not a full, clear, it's like you have the path, you like, in some, I don't know how to explain this. It's like you have awareness of your path, you're being guided into it. And I feel like you might have been in a place of hiding for far too long, or you've been feeling like you've been overlooked for far too long, and it's like you're on your way to being presented, you're on your way to being put in the forefront, or being noticed, being recognized, um, being in a place again where you have that passion for your purpose, your path again. So some of you guys, I feel like you have been, steadily working in your path or your purposes, whether you realize it or not. Some of you guys have an awareness, or you're just like, okay, I've been doing all of this. Where is this even going? Where is this even getting me? So you have the Four of Wands, is what lessons still need to be learned. That you do deserve to be happy. You do deserve to be celebrated. You do deserve to be recognized. You do deserve good things, good times. You do deserve to be rewarded for the fruits of your labor and your patience and your obedience to your soul. You do. So you guys have to still learn this in some type of way. And it might be, I heard, a family trait, or it could be something generational or something with your upbringing, where it's like, maybe you're used to certain lifestyle or a certain outcome in your presence, or maybe you were told to kind of simmer down with your dreams or your goals, kind of water them down a little bit, or water yourself down a little bit, or you were never the one that was picked or chosen on the playground, on the team, or whatever. You're going to have to go back into that childhood part of you, or something with family foundation, and really heal through that, and cut ties with that generational pattern, or that belief that you place on yourself, or those word curses that you spoke against yourself or others spoke against you when it comes to your happiness and you receiving your just due. So you have the Chariot card in the position of where your expansion lies. Your expansion lies really in, for one, you guys, this group, you guys are really going to have to protect your energy, because you guys might be spiritual workers, and you might be spiritual workers that are going to have to go out in places that are foreign to you, whether that be literally foreign countries, or just spaces where it's almost like people might look at you as different, or where you would almost look like you don't belong. You're going to have to really armor yourself up spiritually, put on the full armor of God, as they call it. Fully armor yourself and protect your energy, and not to be scared, because you are a spiritual warrior. But I also feel like your expansion lies in allowing spirit to take you far, and not worry about where you're going. Am I delusional? Am I crazy? You really have to trust spirit and your spiritual team on this one, because I feel like it was destined for you, to go where you're going, and you cannot fail because it is written. But you can halt your progress. You can halt the chariot, or stop it, maybe even crash it, or put in a temporary standstill. But ultimately, you are destined or appointed for a certain purpose or path, or to get to a certain destiny with your purpose. So the Four of Pentacles is, where are you headed this month with your purpose? You're headed into a position where you're going to see the door, the opportunities right there. There's the key to unlock this. You're going to have to let go of something that's holding you back. You're going to have to release some things. That fixed energy, that fixed practical, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. You're going to have to let some of that go, because the key is there and you're not going to see the key. You're waiting for the door to be open, but you are the key to open this. So there's something the Spirit's going to give to you that's going to be the key that's going to open the door for you. Okay. Let's pull one last message from the Oracle deck here, and then that will conclude the reading. Happiness. Yes, you deserve joy. You deserve happiness. You deserve to enjoy life at the same time. It doesn't always have to be dark and gloom. Your path, I feel like you've already gathered the wisdom that you need to carry you forward. As the Virgo card here with the Hermit, that is your South Node. You've already went through that lesson. You've already went through the consecration of the past, of what you had to learn in the previous past. Which now, with his lantern, he holds the North Star there. He's being led. And now it's time to come out of that cloaked energy, hidden energy, and be put in the position of being recognized and being seen. With that Leo energy with the Queen of Wands, Leo energy deals with public recognition and popularity or creativity. It also is that playful energy. Leos are very bold. When you think of the lion, you think of their mane, you think of their walk, their presence. It's very powerful. So it's like it's time for you to come out of hiding. You deserve to be happy. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So much love to you guys. Be blessed, be safe, take care, enjoy the rest of your week, your day, your night, whatever, whenever you're watching this. Be blessed. Peace.